make sure that you have your title in there, because if somebody's just looking for me, a business strategist, they'll be able to find all of the business strategists. And this is a great way to look at your market, do your market research, and find out who the hell is crushing it already. So as I'm looking here, if I want to start going through these profiles and find out who has followers, who can I reach out to, maybe to do a podcast with, I can find all my people right here. And as you can see in her title, Beauty Business Strategist, you have to make sure that you put your keyword right there in that first line. Mine, Dr. Hustle, business strategist. If you search hustle, you find me. Business strategist, you find me. The next line after that, entrepreneur. Like, that's what people know me as an entrepreneur as well. If they search entrepreneur, I will pop up. Now, we've been going in on keywords, okay? The next part is your bio, okay? This is where you really want to let people know who you are, what it is that you do. So mine, $1 Million Hustler, government contracting. Once again, why? People can literally look and see what I do. They could just, business strategists, they know kind of I got something to do with government contracting and hustling. And if you look at my hashtags, hustle to net hustler, I'm probably going to change that, sit your ass down. But these are my hashtags. If they were to click on that hashtag, they see everything from me and my tribe. All right. So they get to witness who I am by just clicking on a hashtag. If this is like one of your, accounting or something like that, that's too broad. So maybe you might be the minority accountant where the hashtag list isn't too deep. You would put those hashtags right here. And this next part becomes the key to it all. Like, if somebody's looking at your information, the link, okay, the link that you have in your profile is the most important. When you click on the link, it should take you to where you need to go. I use funnels, okay, guys? This is, I built this using ClickFunnels. It looks like a website. It's very easy to do, drag and drop. And I do have to update some of this stuff. I haven't changed it in a while, but as you can see, they can access me. And that's all I care about. They can access everything that I do by just clicking on that link. And if you don't have a bunch of stuff, like I'm telling you, you could put one thing right here and make a ton of money. Just one thing. But it needs to be in your niche, in your field. Okay? So don't try to like just overload this with a bunch of stuff. The best thing that you could have right here is I don't think I put it on mine. To set up a strategy session, a 15-minute free strategy session that people can contact you, schedule an appointment. All you're going to do, okay, this is my $9.97 strategy session. But all you will want to do is literally set it up with an account called Equate. All right, Equate will allow you to schedule appointments in your phone. That's all you want to do is schedule appointments so it can automatically email you, let you know that someone wants to talk with you. And boom, it's all set up in the email. Like, you don't have to sit there trying to spend hours to set up an appointment. Instead, all you're going to do is create great content that forces people to your link, right? So anytime you make a post, you want to give a story, okay? And then you want to give call to actions. If that's clicking your link, going to your website, whatever, but you have to give them a call to action. And that literally is the most simplest way to make money on Instagram. Now you're probably like, Travis, how do I get people to come to my Instagram? Well, you got to do the research. Whatever you are, I would start here and go business strategy. And once again, this is what I did. So I'm not telling you guys to do anything that I didn't do. So I'm here, business strategist. Well, first I want to look at the first person that popped up. I'm reading through her stuff, but most of all, I'm looking on her content. I want to see, did she have engagement? Right? I don't see enough engagement on hers. I'll go to the next, 124K. Now check this out. First thing I'm going to do, engagement. Does she have it? 80. If that's a good number, that's a great number. I'm going to like save her stuff because I want to know, what did she say to get 80 people, because damn it, I'm going to say it too, just in a different way. But the reason why I want to say what she said is because she already figured out the formula that I want to know, how to get people to engage. Well, if I try to figure it out myself, I'll never figure the shit out. Or it'll take me a year to figure it out. Whereas if I just do this research, I know what people want to talk about. Like, I know what they want to answer about. But I have to create this list of people, okay? And they're going to give you the content to talk about. So you're not freestyling content. You never, ever want to freestyle content. You want to give the people exactly what they want to know, not what you want to know, okay? But what they want to know. Now, I'm still looking. If I was good, I'm going to follow her. Why do I want to follow her? Look what Instagram does. They give me everybody else that looks like her. I want to click see all, and then I want to see, like, okay, Instagram, you're telling me, like, these are the people who look like her. So let me start clicking. All of a sudden you start seeing, like, oh, you'll notice these people got phone numbers in their links. Once again, I told you just an overview. But the best thing to do to make the most money on your social media, the fastest and the cheapest, is to follow the blueprint of people who are already making money. If I'm a copywriter, hell, I pull up 10 copywriters. I notice they all have their phone number in there. I need my phone number in there. I'm not going to change up the system. If I notice they all had their stories right here laid out in a perfect manner, I'm going to create my story that way. If I notice that they have like a checkerboard image on their Instagram, I'm going to create a checkerboard image. If I notice one side is all quotes and then the middle is like pictures and the far right is videos, and there's like 10 people consistently doing the same thing, do not change it. This is what you do. Okay? Now, the other thing with Instagram, you should always come here, all right? Go to your settings and make sure your account is set on a business account. I'm trying to find out exactly where that is again. All right, right here at the bottom. All right, so you come here, you go to account, and you need to make sure here at the bottom, you'll see business account if it wasn't. I tried creator account one time, not really my thing, but business account is what you want. The reason why you want to make sure your Instagram is on a business account is because now you get to read analytics. And we don't do things blindly. We only do things based off of analytics. Now, I'll tell you guys, with Instagram, you need to post at least 2 to 3 times a day. If not, you're going to lose followers like water. I struggle with this myself just because I have so much stuff going on. I have to sit down. Usually what I would do is sit down on a Sunday and create like a month worth of content. Very easy to do. All right. And I won't have to think about it anymore, but I just haven't had the time. But it's going to tell you, okay, when people are following you and unfollowing you. So let's say you do your content for like a week. You make a week's worth of content. You come back and you look like, holy cow, you got 500 new followers. It's because of the content. You need to talk about that some more. Whatever happened during that week, talk about it more. All right. Once you can understand that, now you'll start to build your tribe even more because you know what they like to hear. Locations, you can see where your followers are from the most. And guess what you would make content for? those followers in that location, age range. You can look for women and men who are following you and know which age range these people are in. You can know the male or female, what gender, okay, are you most dominant in? Once again, this is your tribe right here. And the most important thing, it will tell you when to post. Do not just post because you woke up and said, I want to post. Instead, you look at your analytics. Like I know from looking at my analytics, I shouldn't post until around 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, 2, 3, and then again at 7. Those are my posting times just because I'm reading analytics. And you can look at every day what's going on. And of course, if you don't post, your numbers go down. Like I haven't posted in a while this week. Well, not real posting. So my numbers are going down, right? As well as activity. When you do make a post, you can see who likes it, who follows it, well, not the specific person, but the number. And you can know, like, is this good content? So you're not guessing. Now, how do I know exactly which content to talk about? Well, I'll just look back here and I can go look on my past content. All right. I could tell it that I wanted to look for 2 years back and I wanted to sort it by reach. And if I just look, like now I can see like my top 10 posts that everyone loved. And maybe I could recycle that because it was from 8 years ago and talk a little more in depth about it. So once again, these are options. This is when I was a fat boy. All right. But you see, options are here for you to talk about. You don't have to guess. All right. I think that's about it with Instagram. That's the main gist of Instagram. Does anybody have any questions about Instagram? Now, once again, the most important thing is to build your email list. You should always, always, always be trying to drive people towards your funnel or your website so you can get them off of this platform of Instagram. Like, this is not your platform. You do not own this. Instagram can block you today. So the whole purpose of this is to drive people to your platform, which is your website, your funnel, which I like to use funnels, okay? And you're collecting contact information. So when you do come out with something new, a new course, a new book, whatever, you already have a list of people to market to. And not market to one time, but you can keep marketing over and over and over again because you got their contact information. And that's why it's so important, okay? Even if you don't sell anything right now, no matter if you're selling a product or service, like if you have nothing to sell, build a list. Build a list because in 30 days from now, you might have a product or service to sell. And you don't want to sell it blindly. Like when you sell things blindly, it feels like you're working. You're going to get discouraged because people aren't going to get it because they don't know who you are. Like they don't know nothing about you. But if you start building your list and you start telling that list about who you are and why you're talking about this product or why you're talking about this service in email through 3-4 days, on the 5th, 6th day, they purchase. And that's when you hit them with the purchase. But you cannot do that if you're not collecting their contact information. It's just damn near impossible. All right.
I got a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
As far as social media is concerned, a lot of us have personal pages. Is it in your best interest to create a separate business page or take your personal page and turn it into a business page so that you already have the followers?
So it really comes down to what it is that you want to do. If you need to be the face of your company, like if your business needs to strive by you being the face of it, then you need to make that account yours. Like, don't go make another account for your business when your face is still part of everything. Like people are not buying your company's product or service, they're buying from you. So you always want to like you always want to be in the front. Like you want to be the face. You want people to like you and understand who you are. That's how you get to sell. But every now and then there's things out here, especially with social media, like if you're doing e-commerce or affiliate marketing, you don't need to be the face of that. Like you could create a dog website, a dog Instagram, and blow that Instagram up and sell all types of dog products and you were never seen not one time. That's what you could do. But if you're trying to market your own products that you created, you need to be the face. If you're trying to do your own service, you need to be the face. That makes sense. A great question.
I also have a question as
Mm-hmm.
well. So in my field of graphic design and graphic arts, people that I see in my niche who are very professionally skilled are like posting very high level professional artistic portraits every day. And for me, since I'm still working to get to that level, what kind of content can I be putting out in the meantime, since it takes me a little bit more time to create these artworks?
The exact same content they are. And not not tell yourself that it needs to be as good as theirs. Like once again, if you look at what they're doing, let's say they have an art piece out there and they posted it on here. I'm not looking at the art piece and like, yo, I need to get an art piece like theirs, just as good as theirs, in order to push this. Instead, what I'm saying is, let me look at what story they told in the caption. All right. And then I'm going to post some artwork similar that I've done. Hey, fact versus fiction, right? You could tell yourself it's not as good as theirs, but one thing about art is one piece, right? So if you have one piece, there's over what 300 million or some people in the world. Like, do you need all 300 million of them to buy, or do you need one? So it's not the question, is your piece good enough? Is who are you making the piece for? Because that one person out there may love your piece. And then all of a sudden, where you thought was bad, like that person just took your one piece, like telling the world about it because he loves it. So what you're literally doing is just looking at your competition. You're trying to follow their structure of business. That's it. It's just the structure of how they're conducting the business, the images, and saying, like, I don't know if my stuff is as good as theirs. That's false information. All right. The truth is their stuff ain't that good either. It's just they have a process in place that when some people do like it, they start sending them through this cycle to get paid. Right. And the ones who don't like it, they just don't entertain them. And that's the same thing that you got to do. So all you're trying to do is look at the past, look at your people who have the inspiration, and follow their blueprint. Hope that made sense.
Yep.
Cool. Any other questions? Now, when it comes to Instagram as well, they only give you 30 hashtags. All right. You're not allowed to use more than 30 hashtags. So make sure you only use those, but you gotta oops, my bad. You have to be strategic about it. You can't just use some random hashtag. So once again, how do you be strategic about it? You have to go and search. You got to do your research. So depending on like what you do. So I'm a business strategist and I'm like, well, what would someone in my if I drill down and I want to get niche specific, which I always advise you guys to do, but let's say I want to help out real estate agents. So I'm like, well, what hashtags would real estate agents be using? Maybe first time home? Oops. First time, or maybe first time moms, Where first-time home buyers. So now I'm going to go look at first-time home buyers. One thing that I notice, they give me related hashtags at the top. And usually the first one is the best one. That's getting the most. But what I want to do is go look at top, not recent, but top, because this has the most engagement. That's why they're at the top. And I want to, once again, what are they talking about? We bought a house, we're officially homeowners. I see some more hashtags, dream home, homeowners, God is good. That's letting me know, like, if I needed buyers, this is the stuff that they're using. God is good. Dream home. So maybe some first-time home buyers are sitting in dream homes, scrolling, looking at homes that I need to pop up right there. Like, that's where I need to be. Same thing. I'm just looking. I'm literally trying to find out what is going on. And that is the research portion that will separate you from everyone else. First time grower, maybe you're growing plants or something. But now I can see, see from seed, like I would have never thought of these other hashtags, and that's the importance of it, to see what other hashtags do I need to look at. All right. But if I'm sitting here first time grower, it looks like this whole hashtag mainly is about marijuana. So if you wanted to sell marijuana products, well, there it is. All right. So I showed you how the people will put you in people. The hashtags will give you more hashtags. Another thing that you're going to look at, okay? If you notice at the top of my screen, everybody is live right now at 8 o'clock. It's a reason for that, right? Like that's the prime time between Eastern and Western time, 8 o'clock. So damn it, don't go live at 10 o'clock. Don't go live at 6 o'clock. Follow the packs. 8 o'clock is what works. You go live at 8 o'clock. Don't change. All right. Now, when you go to post, the trick to this is you want to make sure you have your 30 hashtags. You can either put them in the caption or you can go put them down in the comments. But regardless, wherever you put them, you can only get 30. As soon as you post, you want to go like 30 profiles. You want to comment on 30 profiles. All right. And that will give you your engagement. Why do I want to comment? Look here. Okay. Let's see. I think I went on. I commented on her message. The 6-figure chick got all my people. Like, she has everybody following her that I know I could help better than she could. But she has her tribe. Like, I can't just go take her tribe. But damn it, I can come in here and start commenting like I know what the hell I'm talking about. And why am I doing this? Just so her tribe can see me and start to consider me as a person of authority. If they notice and they go look at her page and they see that I've commented 15 times, but I'm not just commenting about stupid stuff. Like I'm commenting about some real stuff and it makes sense. I become a person of influence on her site. Now, the next thing I would do is email her and see if I can get her on a podcast or something like that so I could take even more of her people, right? But that, once again, that's a strategy that you can use, right? That is the gist of Instagram. Of course, you could use your stories. You got to have 10,000 people to get this swipe up feature, all right? But guys, it's so much that Instagram has already done for you. If you go to create, like, you could do shout outs right here. It's going to give you everybody's birthday. I mean, you can create gifts. This stupid stuff right here, like, just create content. All
right, we just finished some golf.
I can't. I'm trying to see if that went away. But I'm just telling you that because it's a quick, easy way to create content. IGTV, everyone should start using IGTV. IGTV, YouTube, get in the habit of it. All right. Any questions about Instagram before I get off of it right now? No.
Just one more quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have your personal or professional website in the bio, how does that directly equate to generating income on Instagram?
Well, so that becomes um like what you're trying to do. Like, what is it that you're trying to market? So, for instance, I mean, if you look at mine, okay, I have like, I can make money off of this, my 2 hour intensive. All right, I can make money off of this, them joining the One Funnel Away challenge. I can make money off of this, the .com secrets. All right. Like, this is my money. So if you're consistently talking about content that's driving towards what you want to do, like, you naturally become the winner. You'll make money because you're driving the tribe to your site. And not only are you driving the tribe to your site, but you're giving them exactly what they want. Are you going to get everybody? No, but I mean, for $9.97, how many people do you need to sign up in a month? So it's like, create great content for those people. So every month, you can sell 2 997s, and that's all you will focus on. Like, everything that you could post, click the link in my bio, so you can sign up or register or whatever it is. But usually, if you get over $1,000, you want to get them on a phone call, have a little meeting with them. Hold on for 1 second, guys.
Cool.
That will be the quick way in order to generate profit. Don't try to uh, sell everything. Like, niche yourself out. Really know what your target customer wants, so you can give it to them in that link. But the biggest thing I cannot stress is to create an email list, because you can always go back and market what you need to know. Dang. All right. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Cool. Any other questions?
Now, I know you said to find the person, kind of repeat what they're doing, but generally speaking, because I know they gave the whole thing for us to do multiple pictures in one. Do you find that to be helpful? Is it better to kind of spread them out? Because I know you're saying post at least 2 or 3 times a day.
So I've seen that as well. Like, carousels help. I've seen people strategize and make like all of their middles carousel pictures. The reason it helps is just because, I mean, you get to keep somebody on your page longer, opposed to just one picture. You're not going to be able to do that. And the other good thing about it is, let's say you have, I think you can put 10 pictures up there. I can't remember the exact number. But let's say you put the 10 pictures up there, it's going to give you analytics to let you know which picture is really capturing attention, because that's the picture that's going to show up on the news feed in the Explore page. They're going to put the picture in your carousel that the most people stop on the longest. So that kind of like gives you data, as well as it keeps people on your page. The longer you can keep people there, the more the analytics are in your favor. That answer your question?
Yes, and now that gives me another question, because I was looking at yours.
Mm-hmm.
How about the number of posts that you maintain? Do you want to maintain more? I guess because that keeps people on your page longer, or what are your thoughts on that?
You mean the total number, or like? Oh yeah, the total number is fine. It's really just consistent. You want to create a strategy that you can consistently post. Like I said, I have to sit down and go redo mine because, you know, I haven't sat down. I did it once before, but things started working and I didn't have time. But you want to sit down and create your marketing strategy. So maybe every other Sunday you create content that could carry you out for 2 weeks so you could post every day, 3 days, 3 times a day, consistently at the same time, talking about the same shit. Like, you don't want to change anything up. And that also like confuses people. Like, do I talk about the same? Is he really telling me to talk about the same thing every day? Yes, the same thing. Because Instagram, Facebook, Google, they're going to put new people in front of you every day that have no clue what you do, who you are. So you have to keep being the same person. Like, you can come to my accounts every day and you're going to hear me talking about money and government contracting. Money, government contracting. Money, government contract. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? If it is something else, then I just wouldn't talk about anything else. You want to become the leader in your niche. The only way to do that is be consistent. Got it?
Got it. Yep, got it.
Now, another trick, when you go to post, I use this app called Caption Writer. It's a free app, but if I don't use this app, I cannot post to Instagram correctly as far as having my spaces, okay? Like, if I try to do this at Instagram, it will show up like, right. So if you do try to post directly into Instagram, you need to put the dots right there to get the space, right? So you could see like these are all my direct posts from Instagram because I have these dots. But if I come down here, like, these aren't dots. You can see how I have the spaces. I use the app. If you do not use the app, you cannot create your caption to have spaces and all that stuff. It just won't work. It'll all be jumbled up. So once
What's
again,
that called again?
Caption Writer. All right. Anything else about Instagram? Now, Facebook is a beast all by itself. Now, I want you guys to remember one thing, okay? Do not try to overextend yourself getting on all of these social media platforms. I promise you that one platform has more than enough people to make you filthy rich. Just one. So if you become a master of one platform, you can make enough money. Don't try to like be a master at Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You'll end up being a master at none of them. So if you're a video person, I want you to focus in on YouTube. If you're a blogger, all right, I want you to focus on, I can't think, Reddit. It's another blog site that I'm drawing a blank. But you want to focus on your blog sites, right? Facebook, this is your buyers. It's extremely important that you learn how to use Facebook because I can't stress enough the analytics that Facebook has control of is insane. And the other reason why you want to make the same content consistently over and over again is because inside of Facebook, you can build a lookalike audience. So, like, I have my lookalike audience turned on. I don't know if I could get to it. Yeah, it's probably not going to turn me. When I go to run ads, okay, I could tell Facebook, I want you to put this in front of my lookalike audience. And what that is anybody who is engaged with my content. So if you're consistently making content about personal fitness, anybody who engages on that, like, yo, I love what you did, or I wanted to know more about personal fitness. Well, Facebook is going to understand who that person is, all of their qualifications, and then find you another 200 people that look just like them. That's why you want to make the same content. Well, not the same content, but talk about the same stuff consistently over and over again in different styles. Because you're going to build that lookalike tribe. And I'm telling you, that lookalike tribe is amazing. Now, when it comes to Facebook, there's a lot to Facebook, guys. I would highly advise you, if you're going to get into Facebook, you need to take a course. All right. They do have free training. But if you want to expedite the process, get a course. All right. Because there's just so much to this stuff. First thing is your main Facebook page. All right. On your main Facebook page, since you cannot go into Facebook groups and market, all right, they'll call you spam if you start doing that. The best thing to do is to go inside of Facebook groups and provide value. That's it. Answer questions. And when you answer the questions, you want to make sure in your main Facebook page that your background profile cover has all of your stuff in it so they can access you. Because what will happen is when you start commenting inside these groups, okay, I don't think it won't show up since I'm on a phone, but when you start commenting inside the groups, people can hover their mouse over your name, and when they hover their mouse over the name, the first thing that pops up is your Facebook background cover. And if the background cover is telling how to access you, you didn't give anybody no link. Like, you didn't spam the Facebook group. You provided value, they hovered over, and they found how to get you. Didn't have to click on your page, didn't have to do anything. That's the way to hustle the groups. All right? And there is a Facebook group about everything. You should literally go in here, okay, and at least submerge yourself in about 15 groups. I don't know how many groups I'm in, all right? But they're groups of my niche. And every day, just like I told you, consistently, when you post, go like 30 profiles, go comment on 30 profiles, same thing here, all right? All I'm going to do with Facebook is I'm going to get my groups. Let's say I get 30 groups, and if you can't manage 30 right now, don't do 30. Start off at 10, start off at 5. But all your money, all your prospects are right here in these groups. Like, I went to this Tesla group right here, and one day I talked to them. They were talking about all of these modifications that they did for the Tesla. And inside the Tesla group, they're always giving information on products to purchase for your Tesla. So I sent the founder of the group a message, and I'm like, hey, do you know that there's an opportunity to do affiliate marketing, that you can make money off all those products that you're telling people about? Because you had 193 people engage on your post and wanted that product. Did you understand that you can make money off of it? His answer, no, I didn't know anything about it. Well, let me show you affiliate marketing and how I do. A sale. Government contracting. I'm in this government contracting group all the time. Like, I coach people on government contracting. These are all my people. Like, all these people are new to government contracting when they come here. They don't know what the hell is going on. But I also know that this guy right here, where is he at? He comments on everything. So, like, they have a whole, this lady right here, Felicia Streeter. Guys, Felicia Streeter, let me show you. Just so y'all, I want to show you that I'm doing what I'm telling you to do, okay? Where is Felicia Streeter? I got too many mailboxes. All right. What is that? Look, I got the 6-figure chick, Dr. Felicia Phillips, Felicia Streeter. I have put myself on all of their list, all their email lists. Like, once again, why did I do that? Hell, Felicia Streeter has been coaching people for years on how to do government contracting. Well, she make millions doing it. I don't want to recreate anything. I want to know what welcome emails she uses. When I purchase her stuff, I want to know how to get started emails she uses. I look in her background. I can see what she's doing in her background. Once again, I don't want to change nothing. I want to follow what already works. The quickest, easiest thing. I'm in the groups. I'm looking at people, like all these people praise her. This is the other guy, Eric Bowie. He comments on everything in there. That's the exact same thing. Like, look at his recent activity. He is heavy commenting because he makes himself the influencer. It's not a guest to this shit. Like, he submerges himself in there and provides value each and every day that you don't even have an opportunity to think that anyone else is an influencer. It's only Felicia and Eric and myself. Right? And that's what you need to get in the mindset of doing. Now, I didn't tell you to spend $1 on ads yet. This is all free stuff. Like, this don't cost nothing but time. And of course, it looks like a lot of time, but if you schedule it out, I promise you, you got an hour in your schedule to do this. And it's going to return you so much money. Just schedule this stuff out, guys. All right. So that's a way to work with the Facebook groups. All right. When you want to go run ads, you got to have Facebook pages. All right. That's completely different than your Facebook profile. Facebook pages allow you to do different things. I mean, you can set up autoresponders, stuff for people to come to your website. But this is where you're going to drive your money. This is where you're going to get your marketing, on these Facebook pages. And this is where you run your ads from, through your Facebook pages. So it's a lot to the Facebook pages. I would, once again, please guys, go. If you're going to stick to Facebook, go get educated on Facebook. It's a very powerful tool. Facebook and YouTube, extremely powerful. Facebook, of course, runs Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook. YouTube has Google and YouTube, right? Google runs the world. So if you can figure out, like, if you want to do YouTube, you need to dive into YouTube. And there's people on there, once again, the same way that I showed you how to look at the Instagram people and follow their formula, you're going to do the exact same thing for Facebook. Look at their formula, follow it. Same thing for YouTube. Look at their formula, follow it. Don't change it. It kills me that people watch all these people on YouTube and they're like, man, I wish I could do that. You can. Like, go to Fiverr, let them know what you want to say, and say, hey, these are the 3 people's YouTube that I looked at. I need you to make me something similar. And these are the words that I want you to say. You're back. You're now all of a sudden, you're expediting the process because you know what to say, how to say it, when to say it. And most importantly, if you're doing YouTube, you can look at the links. All right. That's the gist of Facebook. I mean, I don't get into all this other stuff like dating, jobs, friends, and all that. The only thing that I'm using in Facebook are my groups, Facebook pages, and my regular profile. After that, there's nothing else that you need to do on Facebook. All right. The next thing that I want to do, YouTube. Now, this is one that I need to work on more. I don't have everything optimizing correctly. But, if you want to find financial education, right? They're always going to give you the top people. So why not use it, right? So I'm looking here, financial education, 93,000 views, 88,000 views in one day. He knows something I don't know. So I want to.
What's up, business owners? So my name is Tanner Chister, and in just 22 months, I've gone from 0
All right, I want to look
to 8 figures.
What guys here today?
One, I would look at how he's flowing his video. Like, how did he open it up? How did he introduce himself? I'm going to do the same thing. He has 100,000 subscribers. Then I want to click this button and I want to see what he's talking about down here, because this is the money. All right. The video is the content to hold people in place, to catch and capture their attention. But the money comes down here in the links. Do you want to know more about his private stock group? Oh, you would click on it. Find out what this man talking about. This is the formula. If you were into financial education, copy it. He has an application. Apply for group via chat. He has an application process. I'm clicking. I'm following everything through. So he set up a little mini chat bot. So it's like if you come through 10 people and they're all using mini chat bots, don't change the formula. So that's one way that he makes money. All right, let's look at it. How to outperform the stock market every year. Free article he wrote. I bet it's going to ask for my contact information. Yep. He want my contact information in order to see that bot, right? So he can keep marketing to me. 7 cents a stock market investment. Let's see what it is. These are all different things. Bet he want my contact information. Yes, he does. Once again, he ain't letting me go without getting that. I can't get none of his stuff unless I get to give him that contact information. Look, this is 4 different things that this man is selling right here on one video. Okay, listen, one video that 88,000 people, about to be 89,000 people view. What do you think the odds that 10% of those people purchase some stuff? You know, now we're talking about, oh, my Mac about to die. But now we're talking about what's 10% of 88,000 is 8,000. You get 8,000 people to purchase your $300 online course. You trying to tell me you ain't making some money? You see what I'm saying? You don't have to access the world. And you got to get out of that mindset that the world needs your stuff. The world don't need your stuff, just your followers. Nobody else. Because there's enough people in the world to start building your followers and make them, well, not make them, help them make a decision for something that they was already going to purchase. That's the reason they came to your video. They were already going to purchase. They were just trying to find someone to help them make the purchase. All right. Another thing that you always want to do, and this is Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, it doesn't matter. If you start typing stuff in, let's say money. Now, before I type anything else in, YouTube's telling me what are the top things. Like the first 2, you can see the clock on it. That means that I searched it previously. So I don't want to look at those. But money tours, money management, money motivation, money bag yayo. These are my top things when it comes to money. Now, what if I go money over and see as I type, it's going to tell me what the next top thing is. I don't have to guess this stuff. So once again, when it is your niche that you're talking about, I don't know what someone's niche is, but let's say you say personal fit, and I'm going to stop. I'm not going to type nothing else in. Why? Because this is the top stuff right here. And maybe I need to talk about this stuff. It's the top stuff. Or, you know, what about healthy? Before I could type anything else. If I want to look at all the healthy stuff, this is the top healthy stuff to talk about. Imagine if you made a video for all this top stuff right here. You know, if I say healthy snacks, all right, oops, healthy snacks. What else comes with snacks? Healthy snacks for weight loss, healthy snacks ideas, healthy snack recipes. Make and talk about all that. This is the top stuff to talk about, not what you think you should be talking about. And that's where, you know, I can't stress that enough. Do not create what you think people want to hear. Never, ever do what you think people want to hear. You want to know exactly what they're putting into Google. what they're searching in YouTube, what hashtag they're putting in the Facebook, not your feelings. All right. Once you can capture these people and bring them into your email list, then you can convert them over to who you are. But in the beginning, to get cold traffic, you got to know how to access them right where they're at and how to talk to them right how they've been talked to forever, not the way you want to talk. Get them in the email list. You do a Seinfeld story in the email to give your story, not selling anything. You know, you do a story for 4 or 5 days, you know, like, hey guys, I appreciate you guys for getting on my email list. You know, I got started in this when I was 26 and it was life changing. I've been able to help such and such people. It's been an amazing time. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to help all those people. Look out for the email tomorrow. Next thing you know, tomorrow comes, they're waiting for the email. This is what I did to help these people. These were the steps that I took. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you their margin numbers. All of a sudden, they're waiting for tomorrow. They're buying into you. Like, damn, he did that. He did that. On the 5th, 6th day, it's selling time. Because I got them to trust me. Now, I'm hitting them with the sale. And the easiest way to do this stuff is through automation, right? I set all of this stuff up through automation. I use ClickFunnels. In ClickFunnels, I'm able to label people. Like, I use 2 lists. There's an opt-in list that I use, and then there's a buyer's list. Other than that, I shouldn't have any more lists, and it doesn't matter. If they didn't buy, they're just the opt-in. That's it. All right. And I keep running stuff to my opt-in until I convert them to a buyer. And then once they convert into my buyers list, they no longer get the opt-in stuff. They on a whole new cycle of emails and information that they're about to get through automation. Like, when these emails go out for this group and stuff, it's all through automation. If I really wanted to sell stuff to you guys, like I could start marketing and targeting you guys out because I have your information. Like, I have your Facebook, I got your Instagram, I have your YouTube, all right, I have your email address, and all the analytics are talking together. They'll tell me exactly who you are, all right? And I can start marketing to you. Now, another thing, when you go to build your content, all right, this is what you do, just to make it easy on yourself. You want to come here. I want to go to my buddy, Google Trends. Google Trends will tell you everything that's trending on Google and exactly where at. So, I don't know, what's somebody's niche? I want to keep using mine.
Graphic design.
Okay. Do graphic. Graphic design. All right, so 1, graphic design is over the 50. Like, this gets searched a lot. It's trending. If it's below this 50, it ain't really too good. All right, but this is a good term. So now I'm looking. Where does graphic design get used the most? New York, DC, Kansas, Rhode Island, Iowa. Well, who you think you should be marketing to? All right, people in this area of the state. Not only that, I can see what related topics go with graphic design. Whatever, I mean, you probably know this stuff better than me since it's your field, but you know, these are topics that you can talk about. This is some up and coming rising topics that you can talk about. 2020 graphic design trends, right? And I can look at the top. So these are the rising. Say I want to know what the top is. I don't want to know what's rising. All right, so graphic design, designers. This is what is trending in Google. And once I can understand what's trending in Google, so let's say I'm like, oh, 3D graphic design is trending in Google. I'm going to take this Then I'm going to come over here to answer the public. Throw that in here. And now I know what content to make for real. All right. So now I'm like, what is 3D computer graphics? All right. So I'm like, I'm making content in my YouTube channel. The title of the damn video is 3D graphics explained. Here, you guys stop unmuting yourself. So it gives me every topic. I don't have to think about the topics to talk about. It's right here. Just talk about it. And, you know, maybe they repeat in something, but so the longer you can make your title, I think YouTube has like, I forget the character limit in your title, but let's say you're doing YouTube. So it's like, what is 3D computer graphics? Then I would look around and I would say, all right, what is 3D computer graphics? Maybe what is the reflection of 3D computer graphics? Or
your butt and you pee from your private part.
What you just said?
all right,
Oh,
Your butt.
Wait, you're
Harry, you keep unmuting yourself.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was grabbing the phone and we're having a bath time conversation.
All right. So, you know, you could literally take these and create your YouTube title. Like, don't think about a title to create. Use the title that people are Googling so they can find you. If you do not use the words that people are typing in, you will never be found, ever. And that's where people get mixed up and they get confused and they start losing. It's all because they won't take the time out and do this research. But the research will set you free. You want to get paid? Use the research. The reason why you don't make money is because you don't use the words that people are using. All right. Any questions about the social media platforms?
Can we potentially do this?
You're breaking up, or there's a loud noise. What'd you say?
Can we try it for holistic wellness? So when I did the Google Trends search, it said like the top two areas were DC and Maryland, but then everything else was pretty low. So then how do you navigate it when it's, I don't know, it's not something that everybody thinks about, but now like certain areas or regions are starting to think about it?
Did I spell something wrong?
Yeah.
Well, once again, the data's there, right? You can't.
I would look at DC and Maryland, which
Right.
is great because that's where I am.
So don't try to force the data to change. You know, truth versus fiction. So, like, if you're gonna do holistic wellness, I wouldn't look at nowhere but DC and Maryland because don't nobody else talk about it. Now, is that
Talking about like after finding out the areas. Now I was looking and I mean I searched it on Google
you
for
search?
like what, like I was trying to figure out like what the next steps were. That's all.
Well, that's where you have to design like where you want to go. What is it that you want to do? Because that's the only way you know what the next steps are. You know, like what do you want to do with holistic wellness? Do you want to be a coach? You know, so then we're not typing in holistic wellness, we're typing in holistic wellness coach.
And then the results are a lot more over the place.
Well, that's once again, you got to start narrowing it down. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You have to narrow down what you want. Like, what is going to be your result? Because it is broad. Like business strategist is so broad, right? So what do I want to talk about in business strategies? Finances, starting a business the right way. These are the things that I want to talk about. So now, although I know as business strategist, maybe I want to go startup business. I'm trying to think about what my perfect customer is typing into Google. That's it. Chances are they're not really going to be too in depth about business. So I want to think like, what are the third grade words that they would simply type into Google so I can find them. So if I'm startup business, here the states don't really have nothing to do. But if I was running ads, this is where this part comes in great play. Because you can run ads just to Georgia and Mississippi to people that are looking at X, Y, and Z words, right? But now that I'm looking at, startup business, I can see other things like, small business loans for women. I know you need business loans if you're going to start a business. So let me go talk about doing business loans, and maybe I'll talk about them just for women. I'll bring a female on the line so we can have a talk together. It's trending at 140% right now. The cost is high, but it's trending. Now you can get great content. Well, I mean, you still got to create it, but you can create content that people will engage with because you're saying what they want to hear, not what you think they want to hear, but exactly what they are searching into Google, and they're asking people to make this content, nothing else, but this content. Cool?
Cool.
All right, so that's
So
why.
probably like it would be more so, all right, well, what topics or like specific topics that you want to talk about? So like if I'm thinking about certain topics, I would research those certain topics.
Correct. Or maybe like, people have a lot of back pains, right? So
How's yours
mine's cool.
after golfing?
It's cool. I beat everybody, so I can't even feel it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like these are terms in Google that you would do for back pain. So
Coronavirus back pain.
Somebody searching it for some reason. And then I'm gonna look at the top. These are my top things. They give you even more. It's 1 to 25 entries. Like once again, they have all the answers. You just gotta search it. Anything once it starts getting down to like 30 and stuff, I don't really pay attention to it. All right, but you got more than enough right here. That's 3 things that you could talk about right there, or put in your titles. And if I look at rising, all right, you could talk about these 3 things. I don't know what the hell Doan's back pain. Pneumonia, medical conditions. I don't know what that has to do with back pain. All right, but now human back pain, disease, like you got enough to talk about. And then you could say, maybe you could do research in West Virginia because they're searching the most for back pain, and like, what are all the people in West Virginia having back pains about? And now you can make.
They're working on the farms.
Those are usually West Virginia, your coal miners. Those are your blue collar workers. So maybe your title is like, hey, are you a blue collar worker suffering from severe back pains? You didn't point out West Virginia, but we know the blue collar workers are in West Virginia. All right. We also know that they have back pains out there. And we're not talking about any back pains. Like we might talk about, lower, we might say how to heal lower back pains if you're a blue collar worker and don't know what to do. Boom. You now get everybody from West Virginia that's searching. Simple things like that. It's a strategy, and you got to be consistent. Over and over again, the same stuff. Over and over and over again. Any questions? Now, before we get ready to get off here, I want to show you guys. Now, ClickFunnels is not end all do all, but it's a great software, right? So let's say I wanted to come and I wanted to talk about back pain. I'm just going to come here. I'll just use a funnel already. All right, let's say I wanted to build a funnel. I'm like, back pain. All I would do quickly, it's going to create. And, you know, people think these are websites, but they're called funnels, right? What did I tell you? The very first thing that you want to do is you want to capture contact information. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go email opt-in, right? Those are the templates that I want you to give me. I'm just going to come around here like, oh, I like that template. Okay. This is a quick template to capture contact information. Always give something away for the contact information, a PDF, a book, just like that guy's YouTube. He was giving stuff away in exchange for the contact information. You're here, everything is drag and drop. So like, if you want to move this video over to here, you move the video over there. It's not hard. So then I just come here, I change the words. The reason why I want their template is they have already figured out how to make $1 million, how to make $1 million with this funnel. So this works. I just want to change it and put my information in and make it talk for me. And then I'm making sure the cell phone view looks the right way. And what I like the most is we do this thing called integration, all right? So when I come here, I could tell it to integrate and put it on a list. And you guys to see, these are all my email lists that I have. Like, I have a ton of email lists. I know how to, like, I have different people that came in for different things so I can talk to them differently. Everyone is put into a system based on how they came in, and they will consecutively get these emails to come back to back to back to back to back to them. And I'm not talking to them, all right? Any questions? Comments?
Does the ClickFunnels also generate templates for the email list, or is that a separate thing?
Nope, it gives you that as well. So what we do here, let me delete this. I'm in my funnel. All right, so if you come here to your emails, one, you could do broadcast. So every day when I send you guys out the email, you know, I'm broadcasting the email to let you know to get on live, right? But if I wanted to set this up so it's automatically sending out, let's just say come here. All right, this is one of them. I don't even remember what this is. This is the beauty about the internet too. You know, you can create it and forget all about what it's supposed to do, and it's just making you money. Because once it's there, it's there. All right. Oh, you're trying to do the template. So look, let's say you type up a good email, you could save it as a template so you could use it again later. But let me do new step. All right. And I'm just going to come in here, say email messenger, or call it whatever. All right. And then I'll say email messenger. I wanted to come from me with my name. And then I'm going to put these rules on it. This is where it comes into play. So I want to say, hey, maybe they accessed a certain funnel. So I want to say if they visited a funnel that's equal to whatever, I want you to put them on here to this list to get emailed. Or if they purchased the product, maybe I want to say if they got to the funnel and purchased the product, right? However you need to make the rule for that email group that's about to get these emails, you do it. All right, you hit next, and then you put your title, all right, and here's your email templates. You just use it. Once again, they've already made millions of dollars. They have your welcome emails. You know, all you have to do, again, select the template, come in here, edit it, change it to your words, put your pictures, change the date, and you back up and running. But you just want to create all of these emails because you don't want to talk to customers. Customers are stressful, right? But you want to create a system for automation. Like my favorite funnel, this is my main funnel. This is me, okay? These are all of my different coaching one-on-one calls when people really want to work with me. Like, in order to work with me one-on-one, okay, they have to do a strategy call. There's no way around it, all right? I'm not even going to allow them to purchase my $10,000 product because I know they don't know what they're purchasing. But I got a strategy session set up that automatically goes here. They can schedule their time. Boom, I'm going to get an email, and I promise you on this 15-minute call, I'll close the $10,000. But it's all set up for me so I can start to weed through people. Because if I don't have this set up like this, I got to talk to everybody one-on-one individually and explain what I got going on. Instead, I like to just send people to this, and if they don't get it, they don't get it. But I don't need everybody to get it for $10,000. 10 people get it a year, and I'm cool with that. So what do I focus on? Creating content so those 10 people can find me. I got 365 days to do it. Get a person a month, you back. And say you got 30 days to do it. You just got to think a little differently, and everything will just start falling into place. And I will give you guys, once again, if you guys do want to use this stuff. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, I changed it. It was marketing for next week, but I changed it to real estate. So.
It could be. It's up to you. It could be either way.
We can do real estate. What am I doing? Dang, I just drew a blank. What are we talking about? The click funnels. All right. Well, oh dang. All right, so you get your, I was trying to give you, that's what I was trying to give you guys. If you want to try this stuff out, all right, ClickFunnels gives you a 14-day free trial. Trello is my baby. And we'll get into this on like one of the Tech Thursdays. I'll teach you guys about Trello if you don't know about it. It helps you stay organized with your boards. All right, so this is a 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels that I'll put in the chat if you guys want to check it out. Also, I do give everyone who does use ClickFunnels, I coach you on ClickFunnels. Actually, this young lady has been killing it. And she watches all of our stuff on Facebook. She doesn't log into the group. I don't know why, but she has something called Money Oils. And she's been crushing it using funnels. And she's been doing live webinars, all right, driving people to her funnels. And they're buying her money oil. And all she's been doing is following the people who are already talking about money oils. Right? And cleaning up. Right? And she learned all of this stuff on the fly. Funnels. It's not hard. It's just you got to sit down and do it. So like I said, if you do decide to go with ClickFunnels, I'll coach you with it with 30 days, as well as I do have a back office that I'll give you access to that has everything that you need to know about marketing and ClickFunnels. You just got to sit down and do the training. I paid $25,000 for this course, and I have all of the stuff that I learned stored in that back office to teach you guys. So, like I said, I think I got like 20 some people in that program right now, but if you're interested in it, let me know. I'll put you in it as well. Other than that, that's the gist of social media. It's a free tool. Each platform has billions of people. Utilize it. Like, You can do this for free. Like if you don't have the money to buy websites and all of that stuff right now, that's not an excuse of why you can't do business. All right, you don't need the websites and stuff to make money. You don't need the funnels to make money. You know, if you want to start to step your money up, you're going to need the tools for automation and stuff like that. But to get you to the making you your first couple $100, like it takes determination. That's it. Because everything else is right here for you. It's not an excuse of why you can't get what you want. Order some money oils if you need to. Any questions for me?
Nope. Thank you. This is good.
Thanks.
Go.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Typically, what's the average price of ClickFunnels?
All right, so they have a $99 a month version and a $297 a month version. The difference is the $99 version will allow you to build the funnels and collect the contact information. The $297 version will give you all of the tools to automate your email marketing.
Okay.
So, yeah, without that, you can't do the email marketing. But like if you're serious about ClickFunnels, all right, I always advise people, and I'll put this link in there, save yourself coin. And they're going to give you, when you sign up for ClickFunnels, they have all this training right here too. You know, they'll teach you traffic, you know, different strategies, copywriting, personal development, you know, all the Tony Robbins, all these boys, Tony Robbins and all them, this is all, they all working together on this stuff. Like this is all the stuff that they use. It's all right here. All right. But I would advise anybody that's going to sign up. So I sign up for ClickFunnels like in a package. And this is their current package. That's the cheapest. So if you pay $300 a month, all right, and what, 12 months you've paid over $3,000. Well, with this, it's $997, and you will get ClickFunnels for 6 months. Plus, you're going to get all of the extras. He has a bunch of extra stuff that comes with it, like traffic secrets. I would highly advise you guys, you know, if you don't purchase anything, he has these books for $1. Well, not $1, just shipping and handling. And I would highly advise that because it'll teach you the whole 9 in the book. The only thing, once you get it, once you get it, you'll want the software because it just makes everything flow. So a lot of us just don't know about ClickFunnels, man. I had to go to Nebraska to learn about ClickFunnels, right? And they have 14-year-old kids making over $2 million a year. I watched it with my own eyes. It was probably about 7 or 8 under 16-year-old kids making over $1 million a year using ClickFunnels. Not only that, so let's say this is how I'm able to like usually get people in. So ClickFunnels is an affiliate. He gives you 40% commission, okay, when people sign up. So an easy, quick thing that I did when I first got into funnels, because I'm like, I don't want to pay for ClickFunnels. Well, I was doing IML, right? So all I did was I knew people needed to build their teams. I came in here and I started building leaders in IML, which was network marketing, sales funnels, because I knew they didn't know anything about it. And I had them pay for my ClickFunnels. I sent them this link because ClickFunnels, all right, I can take this link right here. I can build you a site and I can say share it. I can give you this link And you are allowed to have this entire funnel right here that I have. You can edit it, do what you want to. But the key is, in order to use it, you got to sign up for ClickFunnels. You know? And I get commission if you use my link to sign up for ClickFunnels. But these guys, they all, in order to close, you got to talk on the phone. Well, what do we do for him? We created an application. So once I started to realize network marketers need applications, I just started building funnels and selling them. Like, you could do that right now today in people's Instagram, just build them funnels. Even when I go to ask people to do stuff for me, like I'm about to start inviting people to do podcast shows with me. I'm going to build a standard funnel that I could just swap photos out of all the people. So when I send them the link and ask them to register, they can go on that site, set up their podcast interview time, know what I'm talking about, and we ain't got to talk until I get on this podcast with them. And those are just things that you could do. You know, here was his application. I told him, you don't want to talk to everybody. So we asked questions to figure out who the hell should he talk to. And based off the answers that they gave, that's who he called back. If they didn't give answers that he liked, we sent the email and we just said, hey, we're not a good fit. That's it. Same thing with webinars, all right? We did a webinar, all in the same funnel. You know? We got together, did a webinar, boom. Exact same funnel. Like, I used the same videos of the other one. I just got it in the webinar now. So now when we got on this, we did the same thing. We just talked about, his lifestyle. And at the end of the webinar, all right, they had to purchase. We gave them a buy, which was a link to the sales page. That's it. But that's why I like funnels. So yeah, like I said, if you guys ever want to get into that, just let me know. We can work on that off of the other stuff that we're doing. I usually teach people throughout the day. A lot of my clients come from Fiverr. You guys don't know about Fiverr, this is where all of my clients come from for funnels. People pay me $50 to sit with them for like 45 minutes. Honestly, I just tell them, like, click this, click that. As well as, only reason why I do it this low right here is, like, this guy right here, he has gotten me to just get on the phone with him and tell him, click this, click that, $50 an hour. He's ordered this like 7 times already, but he has a big project that he wants me to work on next month for like $2,500. All because look how basic my page is, all right? And this is my Fiverr. Let me see if I got it. Yeah, gigs. These are my gigs. That's all I do, all right? 1 and 2. I can create custom YouTubes, Instagram, intro, outros, and I fix funnels. I mean, outside of that, I don't have nothing else to talk to people about. And it's so basic. All I did was find somebody who was already talking about it and copy them. Any other questions? Now you go, John. Cool? Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. That's it. Don't forget, we are still doing our 30-day challenge. Make sure you visit hustlethenet.com/30 days. Don't forget, the rules of our 30-day challenge is each and every day you do have an objective. All right. We want to read 15 minutes a day. We want to get rid of TV. We want to get rid of the radio. Even if you make music or listen to gospel, okay, I want you to replace that with learning, education, or podcasts, all right? I want you to be careful who you talk to. If they have you thinking or doing negative things, I want you to remove them for 30 days. I want you to get rid of negative readings in your life. Watch out for the blogs, the newspapers. Don't read them. Drink a gallon of water or more a day. Exercise at least 30 minutes. And give yourself 15 to 30 minutes of reflection time. And I've been telling you guys, use anchor.fm. All right, that is a podcast. And what have we been talking about all day? Driving people to your list. That's why you're going to do the podcast. You can drive people to your list. All right. That is all that we have for this week. We will be back Sunday for Market Watch Sunday, so make sure you guys tune in for that. This coming week, we will have on Topic Tuesdays, we will be getting into real estate. I think I lost or got rid of the page. I did. I forget what we're talking about on Wednesday, but I'll make sure I send that out and keep you guys updated on Monday. Any questions? There are none. Everyone have a good night. Have a safe weekend. Please, please stay safe on these streets. We cannot do anything if you have a record. All right? So please protect yourself. That's it. I'll holler at y'all later.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.